sure exactly why I wanted to talk to you about this today, but this is so true for all of us now. So we can run and we can hide, but we can't really go through life without experiencing change. And that progress and not perfection is so essential for us right now, because what we have all of us gone through in this last several months just brought a lot of other issues to the surface. And for those of us that are going through menopause and having our, hormonal issues to get, involved in all these problems as well, not just mood changes, but, having the weight piling up for absolutely no reason. And that, of course, to that adds the nerves, the stress of the situation and everything else. So what I wanted to talk to you about today is, about a month ago, I decided that I'm sick and tired of labeling situations in my life. So yes, I have I'm entered into this wonderful phase of my life, and that perfection that used to be when I would look in the mirror and I was strong and I was, and was never really thin. When I was little, I was thin, but I was never really thin per se, but I was always strong. I was always, the curves were always in the right places, the right way. And I don't know if it's because of the COVID or because of caretaking or because of just the menopause itself, but things just was kind of going the wrong direction. And for the longest time, I was like, okay, if you don't see it, if you accept yourself for what you are and all that stuff, and it worked on the surface. And also that other thing that I just discussed with my sister before is that the fat that comes for us because of the menopause is actually very, very healthy for us, because the fat is where we get the estrogen from, which we are now starting to lack. So it's a very beautiful, normal reaction of the body in support of our feminine self. So I get all those things. However, when you don't fit into your clothing, and if you don't feel like getting up and going, and if you feel like having the mood changes and all that stuff, all that wonder that happens doesn't necessarily make you happy. So what I wanted to tell you today about the perfection is not as important as progress is that about a month ago I decided to make a change, and I've done a bunch of different things. One of them is I hired my sister, who is a fantastic fitness instructor anyway. So she is pummeling me now 2-3 times a week. I'm going to share it with you guys. I don't have the boxes with me right now. I also decided to take full charge of my life as far as my health is concerned, with supplements and vitamins. And there is a fantastic company that is helping us. And I want to share, my success stories about since I started to take their products. It's amazing. But the point is, I'm making progress. I'm on top of the mountain here, okay? I am not going to give in, even though it almost seems like the more I exercise, the more weight I put on. I don't know, it's kind of just weird. I am not going to stop. I am going to keep taking steps and making steps step by step. And we are going to go forward. So will I be, again, that perfect, essentially perfect body that I had 10 years ago or 20 years ago? I don't think so. But you know what? I am progressing toward becoming the best person, the best self, the fittest person, and the healthiest person that I can be, even if I have to buy 2, 3, whatever bigger size clothing. What you feel underneath, and first you accept that this is a situation. Second, what you do underneath is you just decide, okay, I am still going to be making the progress. I'm still going to take one foot after the other. That's the key, guys. So the sooner you get out of your funk regarding this particular situation called menopause and called weight gain and called mood changes and all that stuff. And when your skin starts to look really, really not so pleasant, the sooner you accept it and the sooner you cut some slack to yourself, but not in a way that, okay, I'm just not going to do it. It's more like, I'm going to do it. I'm just going to do it differently. And I'm going to have a measuring stick that's a different measuring stick. Not how I look per se, but how I feel. So after this climb, I will still be wearing the same bigger size clothing, but I am going to feel a lot better because I came to the climb. I did the climb in this midst of the heat. So that kind of progress. So I just wanted to let you know that in my health, in my business, in my schools, in my performances, it's not about the perfection because it's just not attainable after a while. Okay, so I just wanted to make sure that you all know that the biggest thing that you can do for yourself is to take that step, whether it is your online business that you're wanting to develop, which we are doing a really, really great program for, whether it is your health that you want to take a next step, whether it's your relationship when you know that you really need to talk to your spouse or your boyfriend, your girlfriend, or your partner, you just can't seem to get the energy for it or the bravery for it. Take that next step. Progress towards the goal that you want to achieve. And my goal got completely revised. It's not about how I look anymore. It's going to be totally about how I feel. Do I feel strong? Do I feel fit? Do I feel mentally healthy? And that's what I'm going to work on. So progress, not perfection, part 2. Have a good one, guys. Have a great Sunday, and I will see you back again. I don't know when, but a couple of times a week. Bye, everyone.